trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Only a couple for him there.
Landry Jones, Geno University of Landry.
Laquan Treadmill, Church of Jay Sean.
CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Bills Mafia University.
Trey Curtin, Cock in Balltorture University.
Jalen Kills, Mrs. Jackson's School for the Disabled.
Geno Napkins, thank you, Sean, for everything University.
Ah! Fucking kidding! Fuck the Anthony Thomas! Fuck the Anthony Thomas! Fuck the Anthony Thomas!
Alan Cobinson, a.k.a. Sex Machine, Sean's Closet University.
Blood Dupree, linebacker.
You're on harmonica from Big Nigga Bruh University. Follow my meme account, Juicy Big Nut Hot Dog.
Kaika Township University.
Austin Schultz, coach, the Anal Insider's basement. Kendall Buller, corner, number 29. Stepsister gets pounded by 4 Black Bulls University.
Forest Lamp, Wii Sports Resort.
Lima B. Lowry! I'm a Blood University! Ripping my niggas Tyrone and Jamal! Hashtag Blood Life!
Vinny Curry, defensive tackle from your fucking nightmares.
Those are your Minnesota Vikings.
But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, 18 Gator. Rebuck.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And at his best, Robert Griffin III can be almost mesmerizing to watch. Not just for us as fans, but also for defenses. And he can really carve them up with his arm and his legs. If he puts it all together, look out. You've got a long game ahead of you.
To throw is RG3. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25.
Tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Hi, my name is Von Pillar. At home they call me Big Von. And I get sacks. Also I am from Penn State and we finna get this dub.
Trey Powers, GM University.
Justin Shields, the corner store my dad went to go get milk from.
Rodney Kajus, West Virginia University.
Saquon Barkley, aka Wendell Smallwood, Penn State.
Eddie Lacy, University of Clemson.
Rob Cole, Imicott University.
DeAndre Johnson, wide receiver, Kentucky State Correctional Prison.
D'Anthony Thomas, Oregon.
Robert Griffin III, Gaylord University.
Adam Gotsis, Venus Fart University.
Kyle Juicebox, Funkboy University, A8.
Nick Bosa, The Ohio State University.
Javon Hargrave Digger, The University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Jared Gavis, Mrs. Smith's elementary class.
Jatavius Brown, linebacker. Chokes got robbed. Let's go, Chokes. Let's go, Chokes. Let's go, Chokes. Epstein 2020, Epstein 2020, Epstein 2020, Epstein 2020. Let's go, Chokes. Chokes got robbed. 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 Chokes got robbed.
Will Disley, tight end, University of Washington.
Rodney Kajus, West Virginia University.
Gay Summers,
Auschwitz University. Praise Hitler.
Those are your Pittsburgh Skeeters.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he stopped to meet.
Go now, 10 Lobo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's got Burton here. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 there on first. This one into the hands of Burton. And he assigned the 10 to the 7.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Jones now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gould is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays.
The number one goal here at Sunset Acres Village is to bring a little joy and laughter when you're put out to pasture. Well, Mr. Manning, thank you for getting up this morning. A lot of our people don't. Dinner tonight is at 3:30. I hope that's not too late.
That works.
Okay, excellent. Good to see you again,
Greg.
Steve. Steve lives in there. He's a racist. This is just a quick question. Catheter, yes or no?
I'm fine for now.
Really? I'm actually wearing one now.
Put me down as a maybe.
I think we'll turn that into a yes.
I've retired, okay? And therefore I live in a retirement home. Why is that weird? For the win. Woo! Yes, sir! You like that?
Spicy.
Like that? You know what it's called? It's called winning. It's called being a champion. Look, I know I'm just a rookie here, but I actually feel I have plenty to teach these veterans, many of whom are actual World War II veterans.
Hey, gang! Just because you're wet doesn't mean you shouldn't sweat.
All right, you heard Coach. Let's go, team. Here we go. Gene, what is that? That is not going to work your core. Ethel, don't die on me in here. Who is Winston Churchill? What is a Jabberwocky? What is a common pelican?
I'm going to watch Castle.
Look, our residents are in the 4th quarter with no more timeouts. And so we're going to run out the clock and maybe have some fun along the way.
You all right in there?
Fletch.
You've been in there for 40 minutes. Are you done?
Yep. Not yet.
Gosh, you're my best friend, but you do not make it easy.
Sean and Greg.
So nicely together.
Sean.
Made a chocolate chip pancake.
No. Real pasta. It's a football. It's got my number. See the laces?
Oh, that's exquisite. I've never seen anything so beautiful.
Like on any team, you're not going to get along with all your teammates. And there's something about that
Greg.
Ruth that I just don't like. Probably that she's a front-running old bag. It looks like someone dropped a big purple deuce right in front of her, and she's touching it right now. You're coddling her.
That's a masterpiece, and that's almost a football. It looks like you dropped the deuce on your plate, and it wasn't a very solid one. Oh, well, listen, all of our residents get a little fussy from time to time, but I don't think you can point to anything as being a real, beef.
Nope. I don't think so. Let's roll, fellas.
Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now out come the Steelers. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin, and that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They go play action with Griffin. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side. I missed that. Totally missed it. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Take four.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That's caught by Treadwell. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down you shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
From the gun, Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
We're safe and sound. I can fill your cup. You know my river won't evaporate. This world we still.
Hello, ladies. I've missed you. May I speak privately to the man in your life? Thank you. Men, take your body to nature with Old Spice Timber. It's what the angel-faced woman in your life deserves. Sound good? Fantastic. Goodbye. Hello again, ladies. I know. I shouldn't have, but I did. Soon your man will be able to smell like he can use this while riding one of these and sweeping you away to...
Guess who?
It's you.
It's me. Goodbye. Don't use timber.
side.
We're safe and sound.
The Vikings score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Know your job.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Play action. It's Griffin. And Thomas has it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Griffin. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Griffin. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Vinny Curry able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, Griffin. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Jones, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. Let's go.
Now Jones. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Their focus back.
A try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
To get back to the place I
Let's
belong.
go.
Come on. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Yeah.
Joel. While you were on the mend, we had to make a commercial. But don't worry, we studied your game, and we found someone who really matches your skills.
I am
Kit
Kyrie
Kat
Irving.
Porzingis.
I have speed from every angle. My handles cannot be handled. I ascend.
Swish.
What do you think?
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the... Here he is, the man for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Percocets and private jets have changed the way I look at life. I'm not talking about just one's health, I'm talking about that vibe. Percocets and private jets have changed the way I look at life. Take my hand if you trust me, this life's gonna be a ride.
Percocets and private jets, I ball out just like the Nets. Smash on your girl and then I flex. Hand you an L just like the Mets. Screw the Vikings, they worse than the debts. We living fast with no regrets. Ayy, smoking big joints like cigarettes. Popping addies, not talking address. But there's something I must confess. I'm addicted to BBs and making progress. Ayy, everyone playing checkers, and I'm playing chess. Ayy, I'm the past, I'm the present, and I got next. Not talking my park, but I still play rec. Running up 2K while chasing a check. Crash the whip while shorty was giving me neck. Ayy, so now I only fuck with private jets.
Yeah. Feeling all alone, sitting in this dark room.
Missing all my exes lately, I just need a call from you, baby. Smoking all the pain away every day. Heartbroken, no more bottles of gin. Doing all the 16 lines. Asking what's the point anymore. Should I continue furthermore? Yeah. Homies ain't been kissing me no more. Might have to go simp for a bitch. What the fuck is this shit coming to? Yeah. Home alone, what I do without you? Sitting alone, thinking about how desperate I am. What would I do without you? I need some love, I'm desperate, should I kill? Would that hurt me too? What would I do? What would I do without you? What would I do? What would I do? What would I do without you? Bitch, what would I do? I just pulled up to the trap and I came with the crew. With the crew, all my shooters blue. Riding down Sunset, rose gold coupe. Bitch, you stupid. Me and my block, yeah, we coolin'. I be on the block, yeah, I'm bullin'. 99 shots, yeah, I'm shooting. Bitch, what would I do? I just pulled up to the trap and I came with the crew. With the crew, all my shooters blue. Riding down Sunset, rose gold coupe. Rose gold coupe. Number one till I die, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Get set. Set the outlaw. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to go.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Griffin. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a give to Barkley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second and 5 now. Griffin nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Griffin. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this open.
I still got family in the hood, this shit for real. And I swear they on my mind when I'm off the pills. Only thing on they mind going kill. Told my granny I can't.
Second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Down. 60 or. I got you. I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught by Jackson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jones now. Going to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
These kickers now used to be...
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I can't believe it.
I had everything nothing sticks to
Laquan Treadwells.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on the car insurance with Geico. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
He plays football, huh?
Yeah.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you could see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Griffin. Thomas has got it, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
Check, 59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Barkley.
Get off the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Griffin. And his throw here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Anthony Barr with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this.
Said my neck is freezing cold, I don't feel too well. Mama hit my phone, say she worried about my health. Yeah, I don't feel too well.
What the hell did I get myself into?
You ran the police, you think you run this?
I'm not going to be run by a 21-year-old. I don't care.
One girl will not acknowledge me. She don't like black people.
It's really hitting me how real this is.
I'm afraid I'm gonna stand out. Maybe I could be attacked.
He's way too comfortable with these inmates way too quickly.
I have been approached and asked if I wanted pills. Trying to stay as far away from any type of issues.
Possible meth.
The reason it was flooded with drugs wasn't because of the inmates. The guards are corrupt.
Everyone in a room.
They're smuggling in contraband in the trees.
No, please.
You can't trust anybody. You really are a caged animal.
Pipe down. I'm damn sick and tired of it.
Damn, you don't need to be back here. We're very back here.
A couple of people are straight on the streets, and then while they're in jail, they're definitely gay for the state.
You cannot.
You need to get out of here now.
Said my neck is freezing cold, I don't feel too well. Mama hit my phone.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Back to throw. Jones. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Go, 60 or.
2nd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Go! 30 base.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that and let him run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
There's a party I ain't going, I'ma just stay home. I think about it every night when I'm all alone.
Bueno in them jeans, belly button shorts and sex appeal, streaks in your hair, fingernails did up.
Landry's Laundry, where goats do laundry.
There's a party I ain't going, I'ma just stay home. I think about it every night when I'm on it.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Griffin. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Griffin will throw again. He's going to air one out. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
2, 1, 2, 3, yeah. You is a lie. You is not come from these sides. You cannot come to this side. Yeah, gangsta, but my chain too tight. Yeah, I see my ops through the sights. That bitch once I didn't tell her good night. Bye bye. All white on my ice. You is a lie. You is not come from these sides.
75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
50, plant. 57's the mark, 57. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught by Treadwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now is Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the veteran tackle, Mitchell Schwartz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now RG3. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Away from all of my love, no. Escape, but I feel tired. I'm so dumb. You played me, now I'm fired up.
As a member, you already trust us to deliver quality and value for every select product. And Costco services are no different. We've negotiated exclusive member values with Elevon Payment Processing, offering low rates for all your business transactions. With Costco services, you have one less thing to think about.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take
with Charles Davis. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Griffin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
54, right there, 54. Hey, that's good.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is RG3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and long. It's Griffin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
I done made so many millions, ain't nothing to think about. And she fuck with me because I am the one that still come back even though I made it out. I thought she was G when I put in my D, she was screaming, she said, come.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
The 1-1 for Tyson. Batista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about it. You can only flirt with fire for so long.
I done made so many millions, ain't nothing to think about. And she fuck with me because I am the one that still come back even though I made it out. I thought she was G when I put in my D, she was screaming, she said come on take it out.
Other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part one is done, now part two. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Yeah. I said I feel invisible. They like, Poppy, what you get into?
Come out, wherever you are. I've got new
Mountain Sheldon.
with the same refreshing taste as the original, but without any of the sugar. Here's
Mountain Sheldon.
I am thirsty.
Huh?
Yeah. I said I feel invisible. They like, Poppy, what you get into?
Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
From from the gun on 3rd down. Griffin, short throw to Dissly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death.
Keep my dark skin like my red bone. Tell my red bone, call my red phone.
Emergency. I hate you up just with that urgency. No one needs you.
Russell, what's up with the canoe?
I just got this new stuff from Foot Locker. I'm obviously not gonna get it wet.
What's up with the yacht?
You think I'm gonna get this stuff wet?
How long it take to blow that thing up?
About 6 years.
Is this coronavirus pandemic getting you scared that you're going to get the coronavirus? Well, I have the perfect thing for you. Hi, I'm Nelson Aguilar, and I'm selling Nelson Aguilar coronavirus face masks. As you can see, these masks are absolutely covered in my face. I cannot catch, therefore this mask will also prevent you from catching the coronavirus. As you can see, these masks will be extremely safe, and I will be giving these away for free. I have 10 in stock. All you have to do is DM me at Aguilar's Hands for your free Nelson Aguilar face mask.
Keep my dark skin like my red bone. Tell my red bone, call my red phone.
Emergency.
How about the tension right now?
Ratcheted
up, isn't it? I mean, now, whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones now, operating from the gun. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On the run, it's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Short throw to Disley. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Griffin. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. Barkley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Griffin. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as he...
I'ma go flex on a bitch, go stunt on a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm having my way. You ain't even with my team, you ain't with my gang, little nigga. Get the fuck out my face. I bought a Glock in the party, I shoot at the ops, they dancing like B2.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Slip out. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got your help. You want a little help?
Y'all want an autograph or something?
Nah, we got next.
I'ma go go flex on a bitch, go stunt on a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm having my way. You ain't even with my team, you ain't with my gang, little nigga, get the fuck out my face. I bought a Glock in the party, I shoot at the ops, they dancing like
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From just shy of midfield, Griffin. Thomas has got it. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And we will play on.
But he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Again, it's Elliott. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good! The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.